Hello and welcome to Queers and Soaps. I'm Eric, joined once again with
Angel, who definitely heard Janet Jackson in this one.
Yeah.
so cheesy and
Derek.
not you cheesy, the show.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Derek.
yeah.
Bringing you some more One Life to Live from 1986. Tommy, will roll the credits and we'll chat. We are covering June 23rd to the 30th, we think, approximately.
Hmm.
Because we don't know where these edits are, where they came from, or what the dates are. Man, Joy fell for this shit quick. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I didn't. So when I heard about this storyline, I always like the cult. I always pictured like Mitch like leaving town and coming back with like 20 members, and they're all cult.
Mhm.
But it's literally like half the town of Landview is falling for a shit after like one preach, and I'm like, are
Mhm.
they that dumb? Landview's idiots.
Hmm.
So is what's happening here, because I feel like it's not even like that good of a cult. I feel like you got to be like groomed like a while before you fall for this
Mhm.
shit.
My thought was, how is Allison already brainwashing people? She hasn't known him that long.
Yeah.
Right? And she literally was like nice the last batch of
She
episodes.
was.
And now she's like,
Mhm.
I'll do anything for you, sir. And you're like, what? So yeah. She's I guess evil now. Or
Hmm.
she just really believes, I mean, she does act like she truly believes that he's God, you know?
Mhm.
And I guess maybe that's what it is. Like, this is my God and I do what he tells me to do. And she doesn't think it's bad because her God is telling her to do it.
Right.
Mhm.
Is I guess the way we have to look at it. Otherwise, she's just an evil bitch. What else was and Dorian? Poor Dorian's getting stalked, and I still believe this is going to tie into Mitch, which you might know because you started the next one by accident. Sorry. And who else is big? Tina is big in this, and Cord, of course, that whole mess. So I'm gonna do like per storyline and like tie into Mix at Mitch because that's what it kind of happens. So Allison tells Mitch that she'll do anything for him. Nasty Boys plays as Mitch and Allison are making out in the corner. This is the first time it plays, I think.
Yeah.
What do you got to say? You look like you got to say
No, I was so holding laughter, but no laugh.
something. Nasty boys.
Mr. Boy. Dun, dun, dun,
They
dun,
they play
dun,
like they like play every bad boy song anytime Mitch is. I'm like, come on,
dun.
that kind of takes out of it for me because I'm like, we
Hmm.
get it. Like we get it. You
Yeah.
know, we don't have to be told like, okay, he's a bad guy. We get
They're like, look, we can afford this. We can play this. So we might
it.
as well lean into it.
You know what? Honestly, I think that's what it is. Once they get rights to a song, they overplay the shit out of it, especially in the
Mhm.
80s. Like with when they have love songs for people. They did
Mhm.
it with I think
Santa Barbara.
uh, Holly and Luke have a song in Santa Barbara. But yeah,
Karen and Jagger have a song on General Hospital.
yeah, yeah, the Chris Isaac one, right?
Yeah.
I used to watch that video for the lyrics.
Hmm. Every
Remember
day.
that hot? He just showed the hot man the whole time.
Yes. Hmm.
The hotel guy, I don't know his name, says that Mitch is renting like a lot of rooms, basically booking the whole entire hotel. Says it's part of a project. Uh, we don't know who's funding the project at this time, but it looks like half of Landview is because they're all just throwing their money at him. I'm like, is this how it worked back then? Like, is that what happened? I wonder if this is based on a true cult. I got to look this up. Because that's just crazy. Like, who's got money like
Mhm.
that? Does it be like, whatever. I need to be groomed before like 6 months before I give you some money. Connie talks to Brad about some lonely lady giving Mitch money. So we're like, okay, so he's preying on those type of people, I guess. But he's really only talking to the public, and I guess people are just falling for this shit.
Hmm.
I guess
Yeah.
people want a savior, and that's what they feel like he is. Even though he did
Mhm.
horrible, evil things, he killed somebody. I don't. Did he rape anybody at this point?
I tried to rape Tina.
There you go. Dee Dee and Joy talk. They're sad about Pete losing the whatever it was. Was it
The district
commissioner?
attorney commissioner. Right.
District
District
attorney.
attorney
Thank you.
election. Yeah.
I'm always like focused out of those stories. Like I like them kind of, but then like I forget about them. I'm like they're over. Unless Dorian is like in charge. Wasn't she mayor of Landview in later years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're trying to like figure out how to get Mitch back in jail. Allison busts Mitch like recording his thoughts on that tape recorder. I'm like, Mitch is being a mastermind evil villain. You don't record tapes. Like, what are you
No.
doing? Someone's gonna find these tapes, you idiot. But
Hmm.
whatever. I guess that's how they'll get them. I guess.
He's like, note to
Um,
self.
right. And not that they're admissible in court, but they do prove that you're an evil bastard, at least.
Hmm.
So, Joy goes off on Dee Dee and Pete. Mitch meets Maggie, which was kind of funny because I feel like Maggie was kind of setting him up, like, what can I get out of this fool?
Hmm.
She kind of plays him a little bit because he finds out he's like, oh, you're the DA, and she's like, yeah. Or what is she? She's what is she?
Assistant DA.
Assistant ADA.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
Like Jessica in General Hospital. And
yeah. Joy and the family seem to make up for now. Mitch meets Jonathan, and he finds out. That's when he finds out she's the DA. She threatens him. She's like, I'm going to be watching you, pal. Like, watch out. Mitch gets some dude, Willie, to do something for him. This weird, looks like he's a homeless man.
mhm.
Um,
Hmm.
I guess he falls for Mitch's shit too. I don't know. We didn't see where these people came from, but all these people are just doing shit for Mitch, which is
Hmm.
what I think is happening with Dorian. I feel like he must have gotten somebody on her case to kind of distract her, but I could be wrong. Um, while out on the town, Cord and Joy, or Cord's out with like Lisa and everybody. Cord and Joy dance. Mitch arrives at the club. Bad Boys plays. Here we go. Like, come on.
Hmm.
Um, Mitch kind of preys on Joy. Pete talks to Allison about Mitch. Mitch starts preaching at the club. People start giving him money. Dee Dee interrupts, brings up how he killed people, attempted rape, and all of the things that he did. Mitch starts his preaching shit and I guess tries to like defend himself, and Cord goes up and hits him for Tina.
It's like, this is for
Um,
Tina. Bop. I'm like, yes,
Bam!
do it again.
Yeah, it was good. Joy sees Mitch help that weird man, so that's the setup. I guess he wanted Joy to see him helping this homeless,
Hmm.
whatever, do something nice for him to kind of like help move her along. Cassie and Joy talk. I guess they were close at one point, but they're finally getting back together, like to talk and have lunch,
Hmm.
whatever. She, of course, defended. Joy is defending Mitch. Cassie's like surprised by it. She's like, he killed your dad. Like, what's wrong with you?
Mhm.
Oh, I feel the same way. Dee Dee and Cassie discuss Joy. Cassie says she will try to get through to her. They go to lunch at Waterside Inn, where all the mess is, which
Hmm.
probably wasn't a smart idea. I don't know. Didn't Cassie know that they were there?
I think
Or I
so.
guess, yeah, I thought so. And I thought maybe that's why she was going. Maybe she thought like she was going to see it and be like, this is kind of messed up. Mitch still is pulling his crap at the inn. They're still giving him money, these random people. Seems to see things differently. She's like, Mitch like is a good dude. Look, he's like people are giving him stuff. Like he's doing good for us. Sends Allison after Cassie to like kind of distract her. So Allison like acts like she's having some pain. Like what's Cassie gonna do about it? She's not a doctor, right?
No.
No.
Like what? That threw me off, but it works. Whatever. Gives Mitch some time with Joy to kind of keep grooming her. Um, then all of a sudden, Joy wants to move in at the end. That quick. Like that didn't take long.
Boom. Nope.
Is this how brainwashing works? Like you just kind of keep talking your smack
I thought Pete
until they
Messenger was like the brainwashing or whatever she was saying. Because it was very quick. It was like when she said one thing and then Joy just followed. Like,
right, like they didn't have to like hypnotize them. It just kind of happens. Like you just
I
fall for the
guess.
shit.
I don't know.
Scary.
Mm.
Connie gets to Joy. Joy's like, I have to stay here. Connie's like trying to fight for her. That was kind of funny when they were in like a tug of war over
Hmm.
her. Like, Allison's pulling her. Connie's pulling her. What else? Dee Dee, Cassie, and Pete, they worry about Joy, of course. Connie tries to get through to her. Still not working. Um, Connie goes home all upset. She talks about Joy. Joy ends up coming home, but brings Allison with her. Allison and then Pete is smart about it, but the other girls are not. Like, play
Mm.
Yeah.
along. Like, if you want to get something, play along. Don't be stupid. They're like, what are you doing? Stay here, blah, blah, blah. Pete's all chill, and he's telling them to calm down, and they ain't listening.
Mm-hmm.
They flip shit. Dee Dee and Allison have the tug of war over Joy. Joy gets out of the house, and they talk about maybe kidnapping her. That's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Because she's not gonna
but
get.
no. So how do you feel about that storyline? Do you feel like Joy is a tool, or
I enjoyed it more than I thought I would because I thought that Cole like redundant, like whatever, but they kept it interesting. Um,
yeah, it was interesting, and scary because I'm
hmm
like, it couldn't have been
Yeah.
over that many episodes to groom this girl,
hmm
and I'm like, does that happen in real life? Like, did they get groomed that fast? I feel like it takes
Right.
time. Like, you got to hang
I
out with
think.
people.
Yeah. I think it just depends on the person.
hmm
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm thinking it might be dependent on the person. I don't know anything about like cults or anything like that. Except for
Well,
maybe Heaven's Gate when because I remember that when I was a kid, when they all died. um,
right,
and one of them was Michelle Nichols' brother, I believe.
Aurora,
Yeah,
who just passed a few years ago, right? She lived a long
yeah,
time, and she was a soaper. I think she was on Young and the Restless at one point.
yeah. She was Neil's mother.
Yes, I remember watching then. When Y&R was a little bit more interesting. um, yeah, I don't know. This is just creepy, and I gotta look up cults after this because I always felt like I remember like there was a Kool-Aid one. Do you remember that? Don't drink the Kool-Aid because it
Yeah.
was like
Yes.
Oh, Jonestown.
Jim Jones, was it?
Yeah, Jim Jones, Jonestown.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they went to Africa. It was really flavored. It wasn't Kool Aid. It's like that. I actually did look that one up. But it
Well, they do.
was it
They
was
say
actually
that
flavored. Yeah, the
they
phrase
say
is
that
don't drink
though.
Kool Aid, but it was really the offshoot, which is Flavor Aid.
Right. I do. I think I remember Flavor Aid. I think they released like freezer pops.
Hmm.
All right. So this still bugs me that Richard is Tina's cousin, and people are okay with
And
this.
nobody says anything about that. Nobody.
I don't get it.
I
I
can't
really
believe that
don't.
Vicky offered to let Tina
Yeah.
marry her cousin at Land Fair.
Yes.
Right? That's what I mean. Like, it's just bizarre. So Richard questions Tina about Cord. Um, Richard's like mad. He's like, I did all these things for you. I did this and that, whatever. And whatever. They end up kind of making up for now. Tina confides in Pamela about things, and Pamela seems like she's Team Richard.
hmm
And I'm like,
Hmm.
I don't understand. So Cord tells Richard that he loves Tina, and they kind of fight at the paper. Richard he's like trying to drive Cord to quit. Then Cord does quit, and then they kind of call a truce. Like they have a mutual respect for each other now.
It was
I
weird.
guess because
Hmm.
they were like defending
hmm
her honor and their honor, and I guess it's a guy thing. I don't know. I
Yeah,
was very confused.
they bonded over the fact they both like Tina.
Right. And I do like that Cord was like, listen, as long as I don't see you guys or, hear about the wedding, like, we're cool. And Richard's like, okay, I can do that. Yet in the
Hmm.
next scene, he's like kissing her in the office. So whatever.
hmm
Tina goes off on Pamela about funding Mitch and she's like, well, he saved my dad. Um, and Tina's still, I feel like Tina has every right to be pissed. And I probably wouldn't talk to Pamela after this because doesn't Pamela know what she did to Tina or what he did to Tina?
I would think so.
I don't care if you
Yeah.
saved your dad. Like he tried to rape me and all that mess. Like what?
And Pamela was like, "Well, don't you believe that someone deserves a second chance?" And she goes, "Yeah, not him."
Yeah, right. Oh my God. Tina goes to Richard. He's kind of like in his thoughts all of a sudden. And she's like, hello, you here? She demands Richard tell his feelings. How do you feel? And all that stuff to her. And that's when Cord sees them kiss.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
Allison talks to Cord, so this is part of that storyline,
Mhm.
the cult, to find out what's going on with Cord, because of course Mitch is like, get on him. I want to know more about him. Of course, he wants to now take him down as he hit him. Allison fills Mitch on Cord. Maria and Tina come face to face at the hospital. They kind of get into it a little bit. Maria still don't ain't having Tina. She just don't like her.
She blamed
Um,
her for Al's heart condition or whatever is wrong with him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it is. I think didn't he have a heart attack, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, did he have two heart attacks? Didn't he have something in when he was in Texas too?
He had complications, I think.
Yeah, he had something going on.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like CHF, and they just didn't call it that.
Hmm.
Um, Richard tells Vicky about Tina and Cord. Clint goes to Aces about dinner with Richard and Tina. He's like, "Why would you do this? Like, you're acting weird. What's going on here?" He knows
Mhm.
something's up because he knows his dad like the back of his hand. Ace is like, drop it. He doesn't believe Asa is Team Richard and Tina. He's like, why are you doing this?
Mhm.
Um, Tina visits Al. They have like a sweet moment because Al actually doesn't mind Tina. I
Mhm.
think he realizes that she loves Cord and, she's a nice lady. Richard drops like an invitation or something and then invites Clint to his wedding. And Vicky says that they'll be wed at Landfair. I know. I think Vicky's just happy she's pregnant and she's just trying to be positive. That's just what I'm
Mhm.
getting from her. And
Hmm.
she's very just like, you know, I'm just happy. Like everything's good now. Why not just be nice? Even though she's been
Be
nice,
nice
in
and
the past.
let the cousins marry. Yes.
Let the cousins marry. Um, Clint is upset with Vicky, rightfully so.
Mhm.
Mitch finds out from Al that Cord is Clint's son, as he's dressed like a priest to get information.
Hmm.
Al tells everything. Asa paid Maria to leave. Cord and Clint don't know anything. Al wants to tell Cord. Mitch says to keep it a secret. Cord enters and like threatens Mitch. Basically, I did like that Mitch like ran out of the room. Kind of that was fun.
Mhm.
Vicky, I liked Vicky and Tina's moment too. She tells her about the wedding being at Landfair. Tina's like shocked. She's like, this means so much to me. It was really sweet. I liked. Cord kicks Mitch out, like I said. Al, like he questions Al. Tina is happy with Vicky letting her have the wedding there. Then Tina says she's going to go thank Clint. And Vicky was just like, oh, don't do that. But she does.
Hmm.
Um, Cord and Al share a nice moment. Al tells like the story of how he met Maria and all that stuff. But for some reason, he does keep it a secret still. I think this is where he
Mhm.
finds out that Mitch was evil. I think Cord says something to him.
Yeah.
Mitch goes to see Asa, brings up Maria. Of course, he's going to blackmail him. Um, Cord tells Tina that she doesn't love Richard and that she loves him. He's like,
Mhm.
you got to face it. Clint and Cord kind of bond too. So I'm like, this could be a good thing. And I guess Ace is the only one that's truly against it. Asa denies everything to Mitch, of course. Asa's got his gun out because I think he was cleaning his guns when Mitch came. And Vicky tells Clint about Asa and Mitch. She's like, he's got to be being blackmailed or something. That's the only reason why he could be acting like this. Asa goes to Maria, is all pissed off. She's like, I didn't say a peep. She realizes it had to be Al. She's like, he's the only other one that knows. Like, I'll go see what's going on. Asa acted a fool, of course, because he's flipping shit. Asa is like losing his marbles. I feel like he's gonna snap
Mhm.
or something. Something's gonna happen with him. Maybe he'll have his like first heart attack or second. I don't know what he's at this point. Because remember, he always fakes them to
Hmm.
mess with
Yeah.
people, just like Adam on All My Children. Oh, Clint and Vicky discuss Asa's shadiness. Maria goes to see Al to see if she can get info on who told Mitch about the whole situation. And he doesn't wake up right away. So she's like, "Oh my God, wake up, wake up." Then he finally wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
He tells Maria about Mitch. Al wants to tell Cord, but I don't know if she was actually going to, because we know Al's dying tonight. We all know this.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Like without saying,
Definitely
I mean,
happened.
they named the baby Al in the future.
All right. Um, Pamela is drawing a picture of Asa, and he acts a fool, and he flips over like Mitch and all that stuff, and she's like, "Listen, I'm here for you, honey. We love each other. Shut up." Eh, once Al got the paper, pencil, and the envelope, I'm like, "Yeah, he's dead. He's dying tonight." And then
That's
he's
it.
like,
Yeah, it's
"Oh,
happening.
it's happening." Maria's like, "Tomorrow, me and Cord will call him." Like, there's not going to be a tomorrow. He even says like bye to her like when she leaves. I'm like, "Yeah, he's dead. He knows it. He knows he's going to die." I hope he gets this letter. I know it's probably not going to happen the way I want it to, but it won't. And that's it on that. How do you feel about that storyline?
I liked when Asa was cleaning out his gun, and then Mitch came to visit him, and Vicky walked in, and She was like, "What's going on here?" And she realizes that Mitch was blackmailing Asa, but like she couldn't get it out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Vicky's smart and she knows Asa just as well. Like they know he acts a fool.
Hmm.
Brad and Mike are on, but they're again. This is like I don't know if the storyline is cut or if it's just like the F storyline. Like nobody like
Yeah.
it's the slowest moving storyline ever. They talk about Baron and Lisa. Um, Lisa fills Maria in on Al's condition, and she
Mm-hmm.
says he's doing fine, but then Josh says he's not, and I'm like, oh. Um, they talk about Al's heart. They say he has an irregular rhythm. I'm assuming it's AFib.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of people usually get, and before they die. Some people can live in it. Don't be scared, but people people do live in AFib. But he's on at death's door because he just had a heart attack. Um, Josh finds Baron's notes that Mike had, and he left them there. So Lisa's wondering what's going on with that. Um, I like that Josh asked Cord out to the club. Like he's taken him under his wing. I feel like he's like
Mm-hmm.
became like fast friends with them.
Hmm.
And Lisa's going too, and that's when everything happens at the club.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all for them. They didn't really do too much.
Wasn't Eric LaSalle on too?
Yeah, Mike.
Mike. Okay, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, he was only in it for a
He
couple
was only for a
minutes this
little
time.
bit, and then he was talking to a nurse. I thought I heard her name was Jessica.
Yeah, the
Oh,
nurse
really?
was Jessica. Yes.
Yeah, I was like,
Hmm.
huh.
I wonder if
Hmm.
that Jessica will help deliver Jessica, and then she'll name the baby after the nurse.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll go that deep.
Nah.
So Herb is still around with Jonathan, and I don't know if Herb wants to get back with Dorian, but he's being very protective. He wants Jonathan to watch over Herb. Herb gets on, yeah, he gets on John about protecting Dorian. Dorian goes to Vicky. I like their conversation too. Then again, Vicky's being very positive and very nice. She was very upset when Dorian told her
Hmm.
everything. She's like, "We got to find out what's going on." Like, what? And Dorian's like, "Who are you?" Like, why are you acting like that? They're not used to being nice to each other. Um, I love Dorian and Vicky moments. They're my favorite.
Yeah. That reminds me of somebody posted this on Reddit. There was when Dorian left town at the end of the ABC version, that her and Vicky had a talk, and they're like, "Oh, what did she say?" She said, "She said I love you and I consider you my friend," and she's like, "How dare you? I was supposed to be the bigger person."
I love them. But yeah, this again, Dorian's shocked the way I was
Mhm.
shocked the way Vicky was acting too. But again, Vicky's pregnant, and I think she's just trying to give the positive vibes for her baby. I really just
Mhm.
think that's what it is.
Mhm.
Dorian gets to her TV station and fights with this man. I guess he's the producer. Do we know this
Yes.
Mhm.
man?
Mhm.
Jonathan comes on. He's like, I found Paul. Paul's like living a dream. He's living his life. He has a new family. Like, no way it could be him. He doesn't even have a passport. He can't come back in the country.
Mhm.
Dorian's like, it's got to be him. Like, who else would it be? Again, I really think Mitch has somebody working for him
I don't
or
think
doing his
it's him.
bidding.
I think it's a Karen Fairgate situation, like on Knots Landing.
Yeah, they were making it look like that. Like they put
Yeah.
like in the one part there was like a guy looking at her through like a mirror, and then there was another man looking at her. I was like,
Yeah,
are
I
they
saw
supposed to be
that.
doing that?
But I was like, that's really funny because Robin Strasser played Diane on Knots Landing, and
Knots Landing.
she was the stalker. So it'd be funny if it was like a reverse storyline.
Yeah, that would be. I
Yeah.
wonder if they got that storyline from One Life to Live because it was pretty like few years before that.
Yeah.
So Dorian and Jonathan discuss who it could be. Well, somebody puts cardanic acid in her cream, or this
Her
man,
cold
I
cream.
think,
Yeah.
is what?
Her cold cream.
Yeah. Her cold cream.
Yeah, that was kind of funny too. When what happens happens, but so Dorian fights with this producer man again. She goes on air. She tells her story. Leo Carson is the name on that guy's thing. So Leo's the one, I guess, that does
Yeah,
her
on the
makeup and
makeup
whatever.
on the makeup basket.
Yeah, the dude bugs Dorian again after being on air. So that's why I feel like they're making it look like it's this man that's doing it. So clearly it's not. That's what I mean. That's how I always look at it. I mean, it could be. But I'm always like, it seems like too obvious to me.
Or
Yeah.
maybe paying somebody to do it.
Right. And that's why I feel like there's got to be more behind it than just like
Yeah.
this man doing it, or if it's somebody else. I don't know. I don't know a lot of Dorian's past besides this Paul guy that they just brought up.
Mhm.
So Leo goes over with his case. And he starts getting the cream out with his hand, and it burns his hand instantly. I'm like, didn't the person
Mhm.
think of that beforehand, or maybe they wanted like Dorian to
Mhm.
do it,
Just bring it.
or were they trying to get Leo out of the way?
Maybe.
Mm.
So I'm like, it could be multiple things, or they just didn't think like, oh shit, somebody might burn their hand as they try to put it on Dorian. I don't know.
I
Is
love.
this Baron storyline happening at the same time, and we're just not seeing Baron, or
Yeah,
like I don't know.
because
I
like
have
I
to
kept
read it.
hearing, because I heard him say Bartholomew Barron. I'm like, oh hey, no, or Bart Barron. I'm sorry, I thought
Yeah.
Bartholomew,
Right.
but it actually said Bart.
Because that's still a storyline
I
that's
didn't know Lisa was a
supposedly.
nurse at the hospital. That's the first time I think we've seen her working in the hospital.
Yeah,
No, I thought we've seen her in there. Lisa's
Maybe
been
I
in the
don't
hospital.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, she had. We might not have known. I don't. Is she a nurse though? I
Or
don't.
assistant. I don't know. But
I thought she was just like a candy striper type.
maybe that's what it is. Okay. Yeah. I don't remember her ever working in the hospital. I could be wrong.
But yeah, she was in some of the other ones we were in. Because that's how her and Josh like were always fighting at the hospital and stuff.
Right.
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And that's what like Cassie. That's what I mean. I think Cassie must have worked. I don't know. I know she's not a nurse. Maybe she was an aide or something. Because that would make a little bit of sense
I think she worked
for.
at the hospital as well. I just don't remember what her role
hmm
was. But she's like in administration. She's not.
And then nobody's very clear with like what these people do at the hospital,
yeah,
except for Josh, obviously. I'm hoping this Mitch storyline. I mean, at least it's interesting for now, but I feel like it could get tiresome if it goes on a long time.
hmm
Mhm.
Hoping it's just for the summer. As for Tina and Court, I'm assuming Tina and Richard are not going to marry. I hope not, or we're going to get sick live on our chat
yeah.
talking about it.
You'll find
Ugh.
out in July.
I was gonna say the
Ugh.
only person I see is Becky Lee, so
Yeah.
and it's Wikipedia. So
Is
I'm
Becky
hoping it's not a mistake.
is Becky Lee coming back? Because she was there for a minute. Remember, she came back
Yeah,
for
she
a
was.
minute.
Yeah.
And I guess she just left again. All right. Well, if you guys don't have anything else, well, thanks for joining us today at Queers and Soaps. Thank you, subscribers. We're up to almost 830, and we love every single one of you for subscribing. And we would love for you to comment and let us know if you did watch in 1986. And what did you like about One Life to Live? And did you watch at all in One Life to Live? And do you want One Life to Live back? Because we're always trying to fight for it back on these socials. Um, and Oh, and I think I did read Todd and Blair are getting together for one of those meet and greets.
Hmm.
They just announced it the other day, and it's going to be near me. So on the East
Oh,
Coast,
cool.
Todd and Blair. If you're Todd and Blair fans, yeah, we could talk about going.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about that. Yeah, we'll talk
I
about
want
it
to go.
offline.
But until next time, everyone, have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.